Wow. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's a middle of the day stream. EU friendly. EU friendly. What do you think of Final Mouse making their centerpiece keyboard? I think it's a cool looking keyboard. I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but it's cool looking. They have the right to make it, and I think they did a cool job doing what they did with it. So, what's up though, guys? Snickrap Punk, how you doing? F, how you doing? Master Chief Fuzz, what's going on, bro? Insty, Moisty Liquid, Fuyos, how you doing? Snick, what's going on, bro? Batel or Orid, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're doing a Keycult today. Pun, how you doing? Blur, Therak, what's going on, man? Verp, how you guys doing? Pumi, Pummel, is it Pummel or Pumi? How you doing, dude? XYZ, what's going on? AFTL, hi, friend. Smokey, hello, hello. CAD friendly stream? Is this CAD friendly? I don't know if this is like friendly to everyone. This is like middle of the day. Have you watched Physical 100? I've been seeing clips of that TV show everywhere, and I kind of don't have any interest in it, man. Yeah, I'm still using the Envoy. I am Lexi. Thank you so much for the tier 1 work hour streams.
Work hours stream.
Yeah, it's definitely middle of the day for a lot of people. Get some Pringles ready. Oh, dude. I am so indifferent with Pringles lately. That's my hot take for the day. I feel like Pringles have changed so much in the last few years. Like, they don't taste the same anymore, you know? Why do alpacas and alu with foam sound so heavenly? It's a good combo. You've always hated Pringles? I used to love Pringles. They used to be like my go-to chip. And then something changed in the way they taste. And now they just taste like cardboard with salt on them. Filipino friendly stream. Hey, yo, what's going on, Utoy? How you doing? Thoughts on the Iron 165? Today? Same as it is always. I am so impartial, just not into that keyboard at all. I'm looks-wise, it's simple enough, I guess, to the point where it's like, yeah, I like it. Sort of, but I do not like the way it feels, and I really don't like the way it sounds. Personal preference, there are tons of people who like that keyboard. I just don't like it personally. 3D Doritos. Why? What makes them 3D? What's the difference between a 3D one and a regular one? I'm on my way for a ramen lunch date with my girlfriend. Ooh, what's your go-to ramen? Ramen sounds good, actually, today. My sonnet is your Discord banner now? Oh, did Chozo change it? Oh, that's a nice picture, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, Alex, if you remember my Vega PCB issue...
Yo, Alex, if you remember my Vega PCB issue, I03 said it should be from Static Shock and it was not repairable. How often do you shock your metal builds not like this?
I have never shocked any of my builds. Today, actually, we have an interesting problem with the Keycult. Hi, everybody. We have a small problem with our build today. We're gonna do something completely different to kind of remedy this, but small problem today, unfortunately. Small problem. How does one shock a keyboard? I mean, like, realistically, it's not that difficult to kind of have that happen, but... So, there's the boy. Hey, yo, guys, what's up, dude? Damn, you look handsome? No, not today. Did you get a haircut? I did. The lighting's so weird today because like the sun's half in the room right now, and one look from Alex will shock any keyboard. Okay, guys. So you might see some like this. It might like the windows have a bit of like tint green to them. So when the sun really shines through, you see that tint of green. So you might see some fluctuation in our lighting today, but oh well. Alright, small issue with our PCB today. Sadly, I missed the scruffy hair. I kind of regret shaving, but I feel like I needed to clean it up a little bit. And the orange shorts. I shocked my Aero 75 the day I built it. Honestly, work on a silicone mat. If you guys are... truly, if I'm going to be honest. Chris, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm glad the moustache is still here.
Dude, it's always going to be here. If you guys are doing a keyboard, and you guys are on carpets, stuff like that, the most responsible way probably to build it is probably to use one of those like shock bracelets or like static bracelets or whatever they are. The ones you like wrap around, like the ones you build the computer with. Probably just use one of those. Probably that's the most realistic like solution. Also, don't wear socks. No, I don't know if, does that help actually? It must be socks, but I shock my 910 all the time and I have to unplug and plug it back in. That's actually very interesting because I'm not a sock guy. I don't like wearing socks. I actually hate honestly, shoes even kind of piss me off. Like, I just don't like wearing things on my feet. I got the play tray. Are you scared to scratch the anode when you place your screws in? I think I've already like probably done some damage to this, but I mean, like, it's meant to be used. I'm always, I'm a firm believer that when you buy something, you use it. I definitely do buy things for display sometimes, but if I can use it, I use it. That's the honest truth. About an hour after I finished building it, but I think it was a flaw, that particular PCB, because I haven't had that problem since. Yeah, it might be just that particular PCB, unfortunately. God, I like this Discord hoodie, but I don't like the hood on it. The hood kind of sucks. It kind of just like is so floppy. All right, quick little thing with this PCB, just to show you guys. Where is it? It shipped to me, and I thought maybe because this is something with Wilba PCBs. Sometimes with Wilba PCBs, the bag is so tight, but this one here wasn't in the, like, it was already opened, and I couldn't see it in the actual bag, but it was missing a diode. Now, I tried installing another Keycult diode from a Rev 1 PCB, but unfortunately, it did not seem to want to trigger. It did not want to seem to work. I could
I just
hand wire
finished
this.
clearing snow in front of our restaurant and I thought I was dreaming when I saw a notif that you were online. Really
No.
AF, but hello sexy pappy.
Dude, is there a lot of snow where you are? I'm kind of nervous. It's going to be really cold in the next few days, so. But thank you so much for the 200 bits, Derek. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so unfortunately, like, I'm not going to sit here and repair this one here because the customer wanted it hot swapped anyways. Luckily, here's the lucky part, guys. Here's the lucky part. Oh, Theric, I actually managed to get one off of my other Keycult, and it, like, I installed it. It just didn't work still. I happen to have, and you take these stabilizers off, I happen to have a Rev 3 PCB hot swap that I do not use. I bought 2 of these, and I used one and decided to not use the other one. So I'm gonna give it to the client because I don't like clients being sag. So no sadness today. Been cold all week, dude. It's been awful, bro. It's like, the other thing too, it's been with Toronto. It's like, this is one of our, I think, the second day in God knows how long with sun. And it's not like consistent nice sun. It's like cloudy sun. So you just see like bursts of sun and then it just goes to cloudy. All right. First things first, I actually want to get rid of these things. These older stabs on this guy. It's super sunny right now. It's cloudy here. See, like, now you can see the sun's completely gone, and then it'll just come back in a few minutes. What are you guys up to today? Open my package on stream the day you get it. I want to see your reaction to the gift. Sounds good, dude. I think I got a noti, or I think you sent me a message saying it's shipped, you put it in the mail, right? At least UPS didn't deny this Keycult like they did my... Oh, so nice.
Love this midday stream. Really hope you do more of these.
Hey, Brino, thank you so much, man. It's interesting to do a midday stream when the sun's out like this. Because I don't, like, this room isn't really designed to be, like, streamed during the day. And when you have, like, really harsh sun, it's just, like, if I open up the blinds, dude, this whole room would be bright AF. I guess I could just put on, I don't know, anyways, it's fine, who gives a shit. E-friendly stream, Alex stream plus lubing switches, or equals lubing switches? What are you lubing? I actually, dude, I had my first time ever with these particular switches. By the way, these are expensive. These are Zeal Perlios. These are expensive switches, bro. Fluffy. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, Fluffy. Appreciate that, dude. These are expensive. These are not silent. I will admit they're a bit quieter, but these are based off the Gateron cap switches. So they should, in theory, sound good, but they're also wipe. So they're probably going to be really quiet. Zeal is burning cash. I mean, to each their own with what they choose, right? I just worry these are probably going to be a lot quieter, but since we have a hot swap, the client can always swap these out. Gateron cap switches are really nice. Apparently these are supposed to be really good stock, but they had a hell of a lot of spring ping, so I would not say these are very good stock. Maybe if you swap out the springs or something, but actually I'm gonna grab a tissue to wipe some of the excess lube off of this guy. Are they the ones designed with a different stem? Yes, they have the stem that, actually I really like this design of stem. I wish more switches would use this. Give me one sec. I really wish more switches would use this because they're perfect for people who, I think they're great for people who don't maybe know all the nuances of lubing something for a switch, because there's no way that you can pool up lube in the center well where the stem slots into. Milky cap switches, might try them out. Dude, I am big on those switches. I really like them. Okay, let's take a look at the Keycult as well. So yeah, good thing I tested the PCB before stream, because I was actually going to do all the mil maxing off stream today. So good thing I let's take a look at it, or else it would have been a big sag. This is a 65% one, I believe. Pretty positive this is 65. Actually, it might be a 60, and it's just the right size. Might be a 60. Slurpless.
I have too many 75%. Would you like to build my UK75 when it comes in and use it in a giveaway?
Oh, well, that's really
Honestly,
nice of you.
would be happier seeing someone else get something out of it.
Slurpless, that's your decision to make. If you want to do that, and we can do that, we can make it happen. We can build it up, and I'll provide some switches and stuff. I have a lot, so maybe we can do that if you'd like. We can give it to someone in chat. Definitely. What color is this? Oh. Okay, I've actually never seen one of these in person, by the way. This is my very first time seeing this. Not a 265, but this finish of a 265. I've never seen one of these in person. No, it's not all black. It's this guy. I've never seen this. That is nice. That is bootyful. Yeah, I've never seen this in person. That's cool looking, man. Again, sun is popping in and out, but god damn, bro. That is something else. That looks good. If Prince had a keyboard, it's nice, man. It's super pretty looking. And there's the PCB. Nice red PCB. Yeah, I tried getting in on this Keycult when it was active and running, but I kept failing on it. I really wanted the red or the purple. So this is my very first time seeing this. Like I don't know, man. This looks some dust from the rag over here, whatever this is, or the microfiber cloth, but bro, that is sick looking. You uploaded a typing test on this over YouTube though, of a 265, not the purple bottom one. I've never seen this finish of the bottom. I own a 265, but not like this. I have a brass bottom one. How does the texture feel? You can feel it. Every little like piece you can actually feel. That's actually really cool. Wow, that is super dope. I'm into this, man. This is cool. This is kind of one of my, truly, this is one of my dream finishes for the Keycults. Wow, that is awesome looking. Okay, let's go see if feet. I've never actually had to put the feet on the Keycult. Last time I got one, it came with it on. Where are the feet? Is there no feet? Is this it? I saw 2 listings of this a couple days before. Someone copped it apparently. Oh, like they listed some? Wow. The bag just disintegrated. Huh? What is going on? What is happening with this bag, man? Is this like a protective layer or something? Okay, I'm just gonna put that to the side. Yo, this bag feels so cheap. Is that even a bag? That was just like the front part of it, the frosted part of it. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my only big complaint with Keycults are these feet. These feet are horrendous, by the way. Every 265 I've ever built or had come through my door, even clients' piece, like they're not very good. They eventually end up falling off. And a lot of people that I know who own 265s say the same thing. This is my end game. How dare someone already have my dream board? Yeah, Geon feet are definitely goated. Yeah, this is a really nice looking keyboard. I wonder how these switches are gonna sound in it. Most people nowadays, I just see put long pull switches in these things. TGR uses the same style. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these. Oh, it's Crizzle. Thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Okay, let's put this to the side. And let's take a look at some of these stabs and start looting these guys. Let's do that. All right. Isn't KC's commissions worse than their feet? Listen, I haven't personally looked into any of like what's going on with Keycult and their commissions and stuff. I know George and Zach, not personally, but like I've talked to them outside of keyboards. They seem like great people. I'm sure if there is some sort of, I'm not trying to downplay it at all, nor am I picking sides, but I'm sure if there is some sort of like delay with those things, I'm not going to say it's for a good reason, but I would hope it would be, because they seem like genuinely good people. So I have no idea. I've never received a key. I've always purchased all my Keycults. I don't have that type of relationship with them. I've never gotten like something for free. They just seem like okay people. So I don't know what's going on with their commissions. I've heard it's pretty bad though. I have heard that. Where's the things here? Your Keycult with the tungsten is one of the best sounding clack keyboards I have. Yeah, the tungsten Keycult build is definitely one of my favorites as well. It's a really nice one. There was something going on with the CNC workshop that they're working with. Yeah, it's something along those lines, and I think there was also at one point I believe there was like an anodization problem or something like that too. And I know a lot of anodizer, or they weren't happy with the anodizer. I think Salvin ran into the same thing where like a local anodizer just wasn't up to snuff. They discontinued tungstens? I mean, dude, my hot take of the day, just buy any other long pull switch. Buy literally any other long pull switch and you'll be A-okay. You don't need to worry about just buying one. Soran, how you doing, dude? Long pull switches, low key, all end up having the same sort of end feel. Come on, little stupid washer. Hi, everybody. Wait, your hot take was already on Pringles? I'll have 2 hot takes for the day. I beg to disagree with you. Not all long pulls are the same. There are differences. I'm not going to disagree with you, Therak. I'm kind of generalizing, but there are definitely differences. But to me, they seem so minute. For example, I do think cream sodas, as well as some of the milky top variants, all do have a slightly deeper sound. Even Epsilon's had a slightly deeper sound. But What's interesting about all of that to me is I have never not liked the long pull switch because they have a general same sort of like, I guess, sound to them that ends up being good. But if I were to do like A/B comparing and you were just handing me a whole bunch of them, I would never be able to tell the difference, to be honest. I might if I really critically listened to them, but if I'm typing day to day, I would never know. All right, time to start lubing these guys. Pronounced and sharp sound really elevates boards IMO. Yes, I do agree with Punk. I do agree. How's Nebulas compared to Epsilons? I've never tried one of those. A Nebula switch. I'm assuming they're good though. What was I gonna do? Oh, lube. They're samey. Good morning, Bandit. I wish I can block more light in this room. Because I'm like feeling a little overwhelmed by too much brightness anyways. But I really don't have a good way of doing that. Oh, you know what I could do? Give me a sec, guys. There's one more window I haven't closed. Hi, Alex. I'm new to your live streams, but have been following you on YouTube. What's going on, man? Wanted to know if you will be on the TO meetup this year. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. I am going to attempt to purchase a ticket. There. I closed one more window. Do you use Crytox to lube switches, or do other brands of lube work fine? I've never used anything but GS2 and Crytox 20520. I'm not too big on using 3204 anymore. I just don't care to use it. I know some people love using it though. There's other brands and other stuff people use. I have never tried any of that stuff. Well, sorry, I have, but never decided to keep using it. When I was first getting into the hobby, I tried a lot of it. It'd be interesting to revisit a lot of that, though. Interloper Creative, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 6 months, dude. Chryson, is it Chryson? Dude, thank you so much for being here. You know what I would attempt to try over and over again? Me and you, bro. You're worth trying for, bro. I hope you're having a good day today. I hope everything's going swell for you. Wanted to know if your Envoy is copper plate. Nope, aluminum. Although the copper plate did sound pretty nice in this. I preferred the pitch of the aluminum. I liked it a lot more. Alex, did you ever use those neon switches? No, not yet. Soon. I have other builds we're going to be doing soon. Like, I might put them in the Tofu 60, to be honest. I think that would be pretty nice there. Thanks, Alex. Anytime, man. How are you doing, though, today, man? Will you be doing a Cloudline stream? Yeah, I will be. I just don't know when. I can't make promises there because I honestly don't know when I'm going to be doing that. I think a client's supposed to be sending me one soon, but just, again, I have no idea. I do have a 165. Gonna be honest with you guys, I don't use my 165 much. And if you want another honest take on that, I kind of feel like I overspent on that 165 because that was not through an official means, that was aftermarket. And I've always kind of felt a little bit like I gave into hype there. And I let myself hype myself up way too much about that keyboard. Like, it sounds and feels good. It's just not my favorite board. And I've built a few 165s now. I much prefer the number 2s. I'd have to go get it. It's in the other room. We all have that one board. Do you guys have that one board? What's your one board? Schmexy. Thank you, man. I appreciate the tier 1. Hopefully we're having a good one today, dude. SAT-7. Oh, bro. Honestly, I kind of, dude. The SAT-75, I still think is not. It's not it for me, man. I don't love the SAT-75. I had the opportunity to buy that so many times, and I just never did. Everyone kept saying you should get one, you should get one. But I was just like, man, this just isn't it for me. Really a Delco. Can I ask why? A lot of people seem to really like theirs. I don't know if it's more of just like a you bought in so you like it type thing, but the board was hyped. Think it brought a lot of people into the hobby though. Yeah, that's for sure. It probably did. Rama U80. Rama U80 is definitely one of my regret purchases as well. More so than the M65B. Surprisingly, NK65, not quite the same cost. I would say though, even though you regret purchasing it, at least it wasn't that big of a, investment. Because there are like the really big investment ones that are just kind of like, man, this fucking sucked. Overpaid for my unicorn? Can I ask how much you overpaid? Or is that too far? Yo, Elquan, are you coming to the meetup? You coming, Elquan? Am I gonna see you there? May I ask what made you regret the U80? It is the most boring. Okay. I'm not saying. Please take when I say these things as my own experiences, okay? I just found it was one of the most boring sounding keyboards I've ever tried. It was super flat, way too much like overthinking of the silicone mid plate thingy that they put in that thing. It was boring. Super, super boring. And I never liked it. And I think I typed on it one time, was trying to convince myself at the time because I wasn't really like, I don't know. I was just trying to convince myself to like it, and I never did. I mean, I've heard people getting their U80s to sound decent. I just never really put in the effort, so. I just put KTC Roses in my keyboard last night, and wow, love everything about them. Yeah, they're legitimately such a good switch. And the other reason I like them is because they're so well priced. They're incredibly well priced. There it is. Hey Alex, hope you're having a banging day. Would you put Ori's quality amongst the premium priced keyboard makers? I would say the CLS3 is decently priced. I don't know much of Ori's other work other than this one, like in person. I've never seen any of the other keyboards. I was impressed with the quality of the CLS3, and I genuinely did like it. And I've heard good things about Ori. I've also heard they had some earlier releases where they didn't do so hot on. Again, usual mixed bag stuff with everybody. But again, I've heard a lot of positive things. And I really like that keyboard. It's right here, if you guys can kind of see. I use it actually every now and then. It's one of the keyboards on my rotation. One of the best places to get KTT switches? Ooh, depends on which ones you're looking for and who has them in stock. For a while, I was buying them all from Alpha. And then I think I had to switch to Shockport because Alpha ran out. So I think right now, like, either one of those. But I might actually pick up a big batch of Gatoron cap switches. I think that's going to be my next purchase for switches. Alex, is the AKB Vero goes on raffles sometimes and always tempted to drop the money on it. I liked it. It was good. I didn't have a long time with it. And it's hard to say, like, in the long term would I use this without having to spend more than, like, a week with it. So I liked it. That was good. Dankeeb's in the US, though, are they not? Did you buy the SP Star Meteor Whites? No, not yet. That's soon. Ooh, hiccups. What is your most favorite build/configuration for a Sonnet? Okay, I built a few now. Nice. A-Fresh, thank you so much for the Prime. I really do appreciate that, dude. I built a few Sonnet configs, and my absolute favorite one right now is aluminum plate. I like the mid-plate foam on that a lot. You don't have to put the mid-plate foam. I just like it adds a bit of bassiness to it without making the keyboard sound dull. And then what I actually did was I got a smaller piece of the mid-plate foam and kind of cut it up and put them on the bottom. And I stack mounted it with that piece of foam, opposed to using the silicone. That's what I have in my Sonnet. And then another config I really like is the ISO top. Just minus the bottom foam. That sounds amazing as well. Have you tried the Milky Caps? Milky Caps. Which ones are Milky Caps again? You mean the brand? Oh, you're not talking about Milky Way. You're talking about the Milky Caps from Gatorade. No, I've only tried the Gatorade golden yellow caps. Actually, it'd be interesting. I might try the Milky ones. What are your thoughts on people creating replicas for high-tier boards? May I ask what you mean by that? Do you mean clones? Okay. To sum that up, without going into too much controversial stuff, people are allowed to do whatever they want. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be some fucking moral police for people. The most I can do is offer you my opinion. Here is my take as of now on what I think about replicas, clones, and any sort of form or fashion for keyboards outside of keyboards. My question is, why does one need that? And I understand there's this level of like gatekeepiness that comes to that, like, oh, like for example, if I offered this red mouse and it cost $150 and it sold out, and then someone clones it and sells it for $50, some people would say that's accessibility. You're giving people an opportunity to purchase something they normally wouldn't have been able to afford. The question with all of this stuff, and this happens a lot with replicas and clones, is most of these items are luxury goods. It boils down to a level of why in society do we value having something cool? And a lot of the times, again, some people might purchase it for themselves, for sure. Why do we value owning things for some sort of status quo or some sort of like whatever? Why do we value that so much? Why can't we just like move on and pick something up that's not a clone and just like enjoy everyone owning different things? I've always thought this way. For example, if I don't, like for example, this keyboard here. We'll use this. This is a perfect example. I've always wanted this finish of the Keycult. I am not going to go out and buy a replica or a clone of it, because now that I get to see it in person or even through photos, I can appreciate someone else's ability to have this keyboard. Even though I don't have it, and I most likely will never own this, it's cool to look at. It's just, I can appreciate it. Now, I could be, in a way, this, to me, it almost feels like entitlement and selfishness, more so entitlement. I could technically go out and buy a clone, but like, what is that going to accomplish at the end of the day? So now I have this like thing that I own that's not really the thing, just to kind of make me happy for, what, a month? Learning to be happy for someone is a giant step in the right direction in the hobby. Yeah, exactly. The gatekeeping is actually the people who own the IP and refuse to do another round of group buy. I would actually argue the other kind of route here. If I made something and I said, well, you know, like I only want to make, I don't know, one of these keycaps. Let's just say I only make one of these keycaps ever. And I give it to someone and now everyone wants one. And I'm like, well, I only want one to be made. Is that, like, it's my decision to make only one, you know? Like, I don't think that's gatekeeping. I think it's just a decision you're making. Now, if I had made 50 and I said, you cannot buy this, I think that's gatekeeping. But I don't think it's gatekeeping if a designer or someone says, I don't want a lot of these to be made. Like, I want to make a few of these things and love hearing your opinions on the most controversial topics. You want one-of-one desk pads? No, I'm okay. I have too many fucking desk pads already, man. Anyways, probably a lot of things I said there that people will have like opposite opinions, and that's totally fine. But for me, again, I learned to appreciate stuff from the sidelines. And I'm not entitled to anything, just like, no, I don't think anyone else should be entitled to anything. It's just, I just try to live my life with the stuff that I have, and if I can afford something else, then I get something else. But you're in the hobby, the more FOMO you have, the more for things that are hype too. The longer and more easily you can let it go. Yeah, that's true too. Like a Keycult number 2. Body pillow desk pads? That sounds complicated. Many designers also don't have the time capabilities for bigger runs. Yeah. And when we really think about it, this is not a commodity. All right? This is not housing. This is not like shelter. This is not food. We don't need a keyboard to survive. Just like we don't need shoes to well, you can buy cheaper shoes, but you don't need like high-end fucking fancy $500 shoes. You don't need these things to like live a full life. And I think that when you realize that these are all luxury goods, even buying a fake is technically a luxury good, you can learn to appreciate other things. Like I've said this countless times, dude. If you learn to appreciate the community that comes with the things that you like, you will have a very different experience in life. What I'm trying to, like, for us in here in chat, if we learn to love each other and like actually have some like fun with each other and enjoy each other's company and time, that makes the keyboard experience totally different. Rather than just hoarding and collecting and being like, look at me, look at me. It's not a dick measuring contest. It truly is not. But some people treat it like that. Some people literally treat this whole entire hobby, as well as other hobbies, as some sort of big collectibles and
but could
thanks,
you
man.
compare side by side the daughterboard cable that came from this build and your hot swap one? The PCB was broken and the bag was sus, right?
Jason, I don't actually have the daughterboard cable from my hot swap one because it's in my other Keycult. Like that's in my 265. I never bought an extra daughterboard and cable. So I only have the one, unfortunately. What was I gonna say though? The real luxury is talking to you? Oh my gosh. But no, there are people in this hobby that literally still treat this hobby as some sort of fucking like full-time job to trade and flip and analyze what's hype and what's not. And I personally think it's cringe. And if you want to live if that makes you happy, I guess that makes you happy. Who am I to judge? I suppose. But I do think there's more to life. Your camera is blocking me to see it. Oh, yeah. This is just the stock cable that came with the current PCB. So I don't have any other cables for the Keycults, unfortunately. Nothing else. I have a problem selling boards. There's something I love in each one. Well, you don't have to sell your own stuff. If you need the money and stuff like that, then go for it. People definitely crave the feeling of validation they get from clout, owning hyped up things. Yeah, and I think that speaks more volumes about like how we value things as people. It does, man. Loving this anti-materialism session. I think it's important to talk about because this stream is basically all materialistic at times when we're looking at keyboards. So I think it's important to talk about. So nice.
Hello.
Dude, Virus, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate you, dude. Toxicity and gatekeeping will exist to some extent in most hobbies. You just have to navigate around it. All I want is vendors to have more keyboard. What's that word? I don't even know that, Goliath. I do have to admit, I acknowledge that gatekeeping toxicity will always exist. I think the idealist inside me wants to say I don't want to be defeatist about it and want to push and strive to a better place. But I already know, like, you can't have, like, the good without the bad. Both need to exist to acknowledge the other side. I'm going to spend about as much as a keyboard to go to Toronto meet, but it's 100% worth. Wait, are you flying in, Philip? Or are you going to drive in? Do you prefer Grease over XHT BDZ? I prefer dielectric Grease, but of the Loctite variation. Not the Permatex. XHT BDZ is fine. I think it definitely lasts a little bit longer. You don't have to like tune it up as much. But it is expensive and it is messy. My fear with XHT BDZ is like if I use it on boards and then I decide I don't want to buy it anymore, I'm just going to have like boards with that it may need tuning up and then I have to like redo the stabs. At least this is a little bit more accessible to me. I haven't been to Toronto in 5 years, but I'm getting LCBO emails in America. Did you have to put your email address when you shopped with them? What are your thoughts on the January 60? It was good. Again, I didn't get to spend a long time with that board. So I feel like most people who buy clones change their ways if they just attend a meetup. You don't see clones at a meetup because it's known shameful practice. Being part of a community is more important than having a fake TGR and GMK set. Yeah, but here's the flip side of things. You will go to a meetup and you will find people who are completely, and I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but you will find people who are absorbed with themselves and they're there to show off why they have the coolest thing ever, and they're not there for the right reasons, which sounds gatekeepy, but I'm not trying to be. I don't know. Okay, Tim, I thought you were changing your ways, dude. Tim, I literally thought you were changing your ways. Why isn't my Zoom working? Oh, wrong button. I thought you were changing your ways, Tim. Let's not use the community as an excuse to force people to buy things either. Exactly. Just enjoy yourselves. Don't feel pressured to buy shit. There's no need to buy things. And if having something makes you happy, please know there are limits with that even. Please. And I don't mean like limits of how much you can buy. Obviously, you can do whatever the fuck you guys want. Again, these are just my opinions. I'm not trying to like enforce any rules, but just know there are financial limits to everything too, depending on your means of life and your lifestyle. Please. Yeah, I've never once said don't buy clones, or if you buy clones, you're an awful person. There are people who unknowingly buy these things. There are people who just, they don't know enough, or they're not like into the kind of nuances of things and they'll buy them just because it looks cool. That's a whole different topic. When you're knowingly buying something, I think the intent is obviously different there. And like I said, I have no gripes with it. People have sent me clone stuff to like work on. I usually do it off stream. Like, I'm not going to deny someone if they didn't know, and like people have sent me stuff I didn't even know was clone. But what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm not going to ruin someone else's enjoyment for something. Shmore, thank you so much for the prime, dude.
Came for the handsome streamer, stayed for the bountiful wisdom.
No, it's just opinions. It's just opinions. Promise you guys, it's just opinions. Has anyone sent you a clone of themselves? Bro, Tim, it's 2:34. Tim, don't you have work? It's 2:34, man. Guys, I don't know how it's 11:30 where I am. Even worse. What do you mean? Okay, dude. That red is burning your eyes? I don't know why it's so bright. I think it's just the way Twitch is, or the way Twitch is like handling the reds here. Hold on, let me see something. Sometimes it's like literally the it's on Rec 601 versus 709. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. It's just the way that they're handling these reds. I have no idea, guys. I need to look up if I can change some of that. It's okay. It's like yesterday's spacebar. A little bit. It's always just reds. Reds always seem like too much on Twitch for some weird reason. But then I can record them outside of this and they look normal. I can't wait to blast a stream with red whenever Alex gets to my build. Oh yeah, true. You were able to fix it before? Oh yeah, Prince, probably Chozo or Soren Bandit. I don't know, it might be a setting on the camera. I think that was on the Fuji one. Alex mad filtering comments. For what? Same laugh my ass off my red Kohaku. I'll figure it out, okay? I'll figure it out. I felt so proud of myself last night. For the first time, I got rid of rattling on my spacebar. Let's go. I felt like I've never had a proper spacebar before. So do you like it? Yeah. Like, if you guys want, I can fiddle around and see if I can, like... Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. Hold your horses. see if I can change something really quick. I'm not really going anywhere. You guys have time, we can chill. It looks fine on the Fuji display screen. That's the crazy part. It literally looks normal. I think it's Twitch. I think it's just the way Twitch is handling colors. I honestly don't know what I could possibly do. It looks so normal on the Twitch thing, or the Fuji display screen here. Yeah, there's not much I can do, guys. No, the mouse doesn't look fine. The mouse is supposed to be actually a dark red. I think it's just the way that it's just rendering here. I don't know. I gotta look it up. I'm sure there's some weird setting you can do with Twitch or something. Am I dreaming? You're not dreaming, Zonis. It's whatever. It's just the way it's handling reds, I suppose. Actually, let me Google that. OBS reds seem bright. Let's see. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Do we care? Do we give a shit? What if we... No, I can see it too. I can see it looks way too bright compared to what it's supposed to be. Is there any like subsampling things I can see in the video option here? I don't think there is. There's not really much I can do. Unless I change the color format off screen? Oh, this is a new setting they have now. Huh. They have a new setting for some stuff here. Yeah, it's like the luminosity or something. I have no idea. Is there any filters on? I don't think so. Is there? Edit. No, it's just that. Beats me, guys. Maybe they changed the setting. I don't remember it being this crazy bright in the past. Maybe a setting got changed in OBS. It seems like there's a new advanced menu for colors. But I can tell you guys the Fuji does not look like this. It's just stream. It's just the stream OBS and stuff like that. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Bro said Envoy looking kind of red. I said the Envoy's looking red. The washers are tiny suns. The washers? Twitch is just bad. Yeah. Twitch, I wish there was more like options for how you can stream on this thing. To be honest. Oh, I need a 70 wire for this. Hold on. We have the wrong wire size for this hot swap board. Skin tone isn't bad, but the red board and bottle cap are blown up. Yeah, for sure. It's just those things.
Yo, 21
Tier 1,
months
thank you so much.
already.
I appreciate you.
Couldn't ask
21
for a
months.
more positive and handsome streamer less than 3.
1 sec, guys. Okay. A gaming only site? I don't disagree. But thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you. For 21 months. That's crazy. Right size wire. I love Linkin Park. Linkin Park is fantastic. So yes, I am very, very into Linkin Park. Very, very into it. Let's get back to dielectric grease here for a second. They have a countdown on their website, 19 minutes, something will happen. For Linkin Park? New album, maybe? Yeah, I'm daily driving the Envoy for now. I am indeed. Glad you're streaming. Usually how long after submitting a service? So I haven't to be honest, the last like 2 days I've been really lazy with my emails. Simply because I'm trying to get through all my other commissions. So I will say, if you want to give me just like a day to get through all those things, I'm probably gonna go through it tomorrow afternoon.
The one day I have no homework, the goat streams, who a day.
What's up, TS? How you doing, man? Allegedly a 20th anniversary of Meteora. Oh, one of my fave albums, dude. That album is legitimately sweet. Big Linkin Park fan. Meteora, when I was growing up, because I didn't really get into, like, I don't know how to word this without being weird. Like, I liked music, but I wasn't really like into music until my first CD purchase. My first CD purchase that I picked up for myself, my first ever purchase, was a Meteora Linkin Park CD. And then I promptly bought Hybrid Theory right after that. Boomer? Okay. I'll gladly be a boomer for that. Mine was Beastie Boys. Also a good little purchase for yourself. Beastie Boys kind of sick. The only real ones know about the Reanimation album. Oddly enough, I didn't mind Reanimation, but I didn't love Reanimation. My first CD was Green Day. Green Day was also a fan favorite of mine too. I loved Green Day. Green Day was pretty sick. And then I got really into Breaking Benjamin for a while. Same with Three Doors Down, which you don't really hear much about from Three Doors Down much. I don't know if they're still doing music or not. My first CD was a 30th anniversary CD of a Polish band that got founded in 1977. Is it well known, Soraya? Found out Green Day has a sustainable coffee company. Really? Okay, I didn't even know that. Green Day makes coffee? Dude, there's so many sirens. I think something happened outside. Toronto's getting fucking weird, man. Rumors vinyl? I think Nathan Teja's getting into vinyls, isn't he? That's a whole other rabbit hole I'd rather not jump down. Open Switch for the first time in months. Be happy that Alex is streaming. What's going on, dude? 265 hot poggers? Very poggers. Pretty crazy. I think Breaking Benjamin was the band that never toured outside of the US. Probably why they never got crazy popular outside. They were so good though, man. I love Breaking Benjamin. What else? What other? Fall Out Boy I got really into when I was younger too. What else? And then Billy Talent was another band, but I'm not sure if Billy Talent got really big outside of Canada because I think they were a Canadian band. But I remember I saw them live, and then they also came to my high school because my high school won some sort of like, I think BT went places. I love Billy Talent. I'm from the UK. Oh, okay. Maybe you guys do know. Okay. When I was in the teen, I heard of Billy Talent. Okay. Honestly, I was not sure. I'm honestly not sure at all. I love Billy Talent. I'm not from Canada. But then I also really like pretty much every song from Queen. My dad introduced me like Pink. My dad was a big into Pink Floyd growing up. So I listened to a lot of Pink Floyd. I can't name any of the songs. I just happen to know a lot of them. A lot of Guns N' Roses, a lot of Metallica. Phil Collins was another one that I grew up on too. I really liked Phil Collins. Still really like Phil Collins. I think Phil Collins is awesome. Paramore? Paramore is really cool too. Have I ever had a GMK set that shined? No, I've talked about this a little bit, but my hands are really dry, like all the time. Even before getting into keyboards, they've just always been dry. So I normally don't get a lot of keycap sets that shine. Some dust I don't like. Alright. Tarzan is the greatest soundtrack. It is, I mean, he's just such a talented human being, man. So talented. Isn't shine from wear, not just from... I mean, yeah. I've used keycap sets. I think I've only had one keycap set ever that's been shiny, and that was my SA sets. But I've never had a single one of my personal GMK sets shine. I think it's a lot due to like the oils of my fingers just not being there. To be fair, Alex, what's up, Soren? You also rotate them often? Actually, Soren, there are a few keyboards that had the same set forever. Even one of my oldest sets that I use often does not have any shine. But here's the crazy part. My girlfriend has GMK Pono, and she's been using that set for, I think, about 9 months, 10 months. She's used 1 or 2 keyboards in between. Her sets started to shine. But I don't know, I personally have not had them. Came from YouTube and love the content. Quick question, would you recommend lubing stabs when you do the Holy Mod or no lube? Wait, what? You recommend lubing stabs when you do the Holy Mod or no lube? I would not do the Holy Mod. I think my first step is not do the Holy Mod. I would just lube the stabs. Holy Mod, to me, mileage may vary. I've never got it to sound good. I've never liked the Holy Mod. I've always thought the Holy Mod ended up being a little bit underwhelming and hard to manage. But washing your hands using your keyboard does contribute a lot to avoiding shining. Yeah, I also wash my hands a crap ton. Habit from growing up. Where is my little mat? Where did I put that thing? Hello? I had it before. Okay, I'm just gonna use this guy. We're just gonna use this. Back then my greasy, sweaty hands shine dual shot. Oh, dual shot's a set I kind of want to pick up soon. Wouldn't mind picking up dual shots. All right. Very curious how these switches are going to sound. I've never used these before. I have a weird feeling they're going to be a bit quieter, but we'll see. I have no idea how these are going to sound. I tried filming these. Some of them accepted films, some of them did not. So I ultimately removed all of the films. They have pretty good tolerances already, so there's really no need. Compliment for a lot of Liam. But you know what there's always a need for? A lot of Liam. All the time. No questions asked. I hope you're having a good day, man. I hope the rest of your week goes well too. Love you, buddy. No plate fork. I'm going to actually use one right now. If you're building a Keycult, I strongly recommend you not screw around with these leaf springs. You could actually alter the entire way the keyboard sounds. Yeah, I don't use the LPC switches too often because they're kind of pricey. Admittedly though, these do feel really smooth. Not quite as smooth as KTT switches, but pretty darn smooth. Bro, I'm struggling with keyboard names. Please help. It will be an O-ring mounted keyboard, plan to do an acrylic, and most likely be PLA ABS as well. The design is simple and curvy. Can't name it though. Guys, you want to help TS99? Fuck, I'm just as bad with names, dude. I'm just as bad with naming things. I don't know. I actually don't know. Envelope? Is O-ring as great as everyone seems to suggest? I think they're just really easy to get sounding really good. I've had nothing but good experiences with my O-ring mounted keyboards, for the most part. You can have them be very metallic-y if you don't build them upright, but Prince Udo.
Here's to another month of great streams.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for continuing to be a positive force in the community.
I try my best, dude. Oh, I don't like the way this switch inserted. Thank you so much, though, Prince Udo. I appreciate you, dude. Okay, move that one there to the side. Speaking of silence, I need to get more. I still wouldn't mind doing one personal silent build for myself. I've yet to actually completely build a silent keyboard up for myself. I've been lacking with it. Keycult stream sponsored by Mode. Oh wait, it's changed? Huh? What happened, Shark? What's a board you really want to try but have never tried? There's a few older boards that I need to like pull up and remember all their names. But I think I wouldn't mind trying some vintage stuff out. I've yet to try a keyboard with ALP switches for more than a hot second at a meetup. And I don't think trying a keyboard at a meetup is like the same as trying one on your desk. You can barely hear things. Oh, bottom up. Those are all of our sponsors on the stream. Although I think I need to update. There's like one or two that are no longer, since people only get sponsorships for like certain amount of times for like advertising and stuff like that. Helps pay for the stream stuff though. Yeah, I've never tried Alps and I would like to try Alps. Alps is definitely on my list of things I would not mind trying out in this hobby. You're gonna get the Banana 60 made? Dead Echo, you're on my list. What's up, man? How you doing? I want to try Alps also. Yeah, that's on my list. And then I think I wouldn't mind giving Toper a try, but this time mod it Toper because I've never tried mod it. How you doing today, Dead Echo? My desk service has been Boeing since time. Wait, like it's Boeing? That's not good. Tired man? I believe it. It's what? It's 3 o'clock. It's getting to the end of the day. A lot of people might almost be done work. I have some SKCM Ambers I have to put in a build though. See, I don't even know what those are. I'm assuming those are ALP switches. I'm assuming. I have no idea. Yeah, that's something I want to try. A lot of people have said very good things about Alps. Are generally regarded to be the best clickies in existence. Ooh. Is this a commission? It is, yes. I only own one Keycult 265. Building my cordon soon. Would you recommend soldering only 4 corners and mil-maxing the rest? If you're gonna solder 4 corners, just solder the whole thing. There's no point in like mix matching like what things get done for what. If you're gonna mil-max it, go for it. And I kind of see what you're trying to do though. You can just mil-max it and just give it a go. Mil-maxing is usually a bit tighter than these Kale sockets, so you should be fine. You look so fresh today. I think I shaved too much today though. I should have left the scruff. Yeah. Even though it's an O-ring mount, I know where you're coming from, but I would say it should be fine. What's your opinion on what plate to use for linears? Depends on the build. Depends on the mounting style. A lot of variables. Like for example, I still think my favorite config for any top mount is PC plates, and then like any sort of linear with PC plates is great for that. Yeah, I mean 0305s are really good. 3305s I think aren't 3305s the most expensive now? But yeah, you can use either or. 7305s are really kind of a pain in the ass to solder in, so I would typically avoid those. Does PC usually produce a higher frequency or lower frequency sound? Lower. It tends to be more on the bassy sound or side of sounds. It doesn't have like a ring to it, like a metallic ring that you find sometimes with the metal plates. Oh, okay. I might have to refund that person. the battery on my remote ran out and I don't have another battery. So I can't turn it on at the moment. I tried before stream. So I have no way to turn it on. And if I do turn it on, I can just unplug and plug it back in. But I need to replace the battery. I'll refund you, buddy, after stream is done. Sorry, man. Corner Graphic, thank you so much for the 18 months, man.
Hey Alex and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Alexotos love.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Doing pretty good, man. Gonna finish up this today. And then I think tonight I might go out to eat. Tomorrow I'm gonna get my CPAP machine. Build that keyboard hinge. So I'm gonna see if that's gonna change my sleeping at all. I hope it does. I am hoping that it fixes my problems. All right, these are done. We have the PCB assembled. Yeah. So you lost 85 pounds on CPAP. Wait, for real, Gadget? Just from sleeping properly? Dude, I low-key wonder because I haven't really changed my diet. If anything, I'm eating a little bit less. And I wonder if just my quality of sleep, like I have not had a full night's sleep in a long time. But yeah, I ended up needing it. I'm a little higher than normal for sleep apnea. Like I'm on the cusp of like what they recommend as being like the high side of normal. So I'm a little bit higher than that. But I also think that I did not sleep properly at that fucking sleep study. And I do think that I wake up more often than I probably did there because I only slept for like 2 hours. So very interesting though. I'm very interested to see the results with all this stuff. Very, very interesting. Getting good sleep with CPAP changed my life. What was, I don't know the right word for this. What was like your rating? Like your apnea rating? For me, it's like 7, I think. But again, I think again, that's like the higher side of normal. I know people with like 60. But personal build, this is a client build. I wish I owned this build. I was supposed to have a CPAP fitting / pressure test today, but I'm anticipating it getting canceled due to the ice storm. Oh, you're getting yours today? And I hope if you get yours tomorrow, we're like CPAP buddies. How are those Perleos? Beats me. I'm kind of hoping they sound good. I have a feeling they're going to be on the quieter side, but they look cool. I like the way they look. These are pretty awesome looking. All right, let's start to disassemble the case and put this guy in. Shall we? I think we shall. A CPAP? Constant pressure or something. It's to help you not snore and help open up your airways while you breathe. I don't remember what it stands for. Man, this is so pretty. CPAP Ds. Okay, Zosco. Continuous positive air pressure. Thank you. I appreciate you, Dead Echo. Look at that. Oh, baby, that's sexy. All right, let's open this guy up now. Enough gushing. This bag is giving me the creeps touching it because it's such a thin film of plastic now. I'll never forgive you, Alex. For what? I remember your conversation with Wilba. I mean, even when I met Wilba in person, he was telling me how much the CPAP has changed his life. So I'm curious to see. I mean, he was much worse off. I don't really know my true rating, but have I ever built a VEN or will I ever build a VEN for a client? Perhaps. The thing with asking me that is just I don't have enough clients. Like I have about a month out of clients usually. So it could change like literally in a day, right? But as of right now, I don't think I have any clients for a VEN. What setup are you going to be using? For what? Sorry. Set up for what? I'm never gonna stop gushing. It's a nice keyboard. Keycap set? Oh, I'm not sure. I would say Black Lotus, but I don't have that here with me. I still don't love the way the Keycult builds, but I know why they did it this way. That is a pretty purple. Here, I'll flip it around so you guys can see this piece. I don't love the way it builds up. It's always been kind of tedious assembling this thing. Hot dang. I was gonna say rainy day. I don't even have rainy day. These are a few sets I still have on my list of things I want to pick up. Rainy day is definitely one of them, but it's kind of expensive now. I reported you to Twitch for being too handsome. Chaser, I'm gonna report you for being too much of a nice guy. They told you me to fuck off. Any tips? Sadly, no. Fundamentals would be nice in this, yeah. A beige set would always look good. Spellbook? Dude, I have Spellbook on the Heracles still, and I have to admit, I don't think I want to take it off. It's such a good fit for the Heracles. I don't have that set quiet. Pudding keycaps? Who said that? Chaser did? Come on, man. Actually, I don't even have pudding keycaps. I hate Allen keys. Pain in the ass tool to use. An excellent tool, but still a pain in the ass. Nowadays, though, personally, I don't really see the point of being a Keycult since there's a lot of other gasket mounts in the market. I don't blame you. I think a lot of people have lost interest in the whole Keycult thing. Hydrate, give me 1 sec. Between Green Jackets, Oil Kings, or Conpiettos, which one would you pick for a sonnet? I would probably pick... The Conpiettos probably would be nice. I've never tried Green Jackets. Oil Kings sound nice. Okay, 1 screw did not come out nice. It's the clout. What, of owning a Keycult? Clout is unimportant, guys. You can't pay the bills with clout. Well, I guess you technically could if you utilize it properly, but it's super, super pointless to go for things for clout. Is 1 screw still not out? What's going on here? No, we're out. Oh no, 1 is not out still. 1 did not fully come out here. Tell that to Mr. Beast. I mean, he still works for his stuff, though. All right. That's good. Let's screw in our daughter board here before we get too far along. This guy. And then did that have the screws for the daughter board here? I think Keycult is really cool, but I've already come to terms with the fact that staring at a $6 keyboard on my desk would make me mad. May I ask why? Why do you think it'll make you upset for? Do you film your Nixies? I did to my ones in the corn, but I've come to maybe realize you don't need to do the Nixies, but you can. They accept films and they slightly change the sound profile. But that's really about it. Actually, I'm going to pull out this wire and do this part last. Like I usually do with this guy. All right, and I guess I have to apply the gaskets here. Again, I've never really had to do this for a Keycult, but I'm assuming it's just because they didn't come with gaskets pre-installed. I think typically when you receive a Keycult, all these gaskets are usually on already. If I ever won a Keycult raffle, I'd commission Alex to build it. I'm not sitting there for 5 hours ripping the hair out of my head trying to build it. They're not hard to build, they're just tedious. You could help people see the price of a Keycult. I feel like Keycult gets a lot of slack for the prices, but then there's a lot of other really expensive boards on the market. I hate needlessly tedious things. Yeah, that's why if you guys notice, one common trend on my channel is build experience. And if the build experience isn't easy for me, I usually end up having a not as great time with the keyboard. I know some people love a challenge and some people love like a difficult build experience and all that other jazz. But for me, it's very important that the build experience is solid. I like myself a good, simple build experience. Like, I don't know how important that is to you guys. I don't think I've ever asked, actually. How rude of me. Is build experience important to you guys? To me, like I said, it definitely is. The more complex, the more fun. But I think complexity... I guess complexity still can be fun. You're very right on that. You make a very solid point. But I think there's a certain type of complexity that can be like a little bit jarring. You know what I mean? Like it has to be complex but fun. You know what I mean? But you did make a good point. Complexity doesn't have to be a bad thing. I think I'm looking at this at the wrong light. See, this is what I mean. You guys teach me things and I'm not afraid to be wrong. The Grid 650 was complex. You know the one thing I didn't like about the Grid 650? The only thing, it's not even about the build or anything, is that I didn't like the way that they had the hardware monitor tied into the LED screen type thing and it just barely worked. Difficult is fun, frustrating or obtuse is no fun. It's a great way to put it too. When something's a bit more obtuse, not the best experience in the world. What's a lower budget board that was not fun to build? There are a few, well, the GMK Pro, yeah, but you don't really have to build that. There are a few boards where the cheaper boards, I would even say the Zoom to some degree, there's so many, like not the Zoom V2, but the old one, so many gaskets. And I think it's just, again, it's tedious. It's not hard, but it's just tedious. And I don't love putting adhesives on things. Like I'm not a sticker guy. Like I'm not into that. So I would say it was more tedious than anything. The Keychron wasn't that difficult. I don't think so. I don't remember if the Keychron was difficult or not now. All right, I'm not gonna bother with the standoffs because the standoffs usually end up giving me more problems than anything. Actually, you know what? I'll give it a try. And then if they're terrible, I'll just rip it off. I actually really dislike this part about Keycults. These stupid plastic standoffs. Any thoughts on the QK80 so far? Not really. I've barely taken a look at mine. I can go grab it later if I remember before we end stream. But I haven't really looked at it too closely. I'm waiting for stream day for you guys. Still waiting for that. You could just do opposing corners? You could, yeah. It's a very good point too. Did you guys have a board that you guys did not like the build experience of? Actually, you know what other board that I kind of hate building sometimes? I love the keyboard, I just hate building it, is the Space 80. So many gaskets, man. I just don't like that experience when there's so many damn gaskets on a keyboard. It just takes me out of it, man. Tofu? Tofu wasn't that bad, was it? I guess it can be annoying to some people for sure. Oh, okay. These actually went in pretty nice this time. Tofu, if you O-ring the standoffs. The Andromeda, also a lot of gaskets, yeah. That's not at all false. This piece next. Alright, now the part I hate most about Keycult is flipping these over and hoping none of the screws shift out of place. God, I love this color. It's a beautiful purple. The Tata 80 Swan gasket's still fun though. Yeah, those were fun to use. The sequence was annoying because I have a hot swap one. To some degree, the Bakaneko in the same breath, also a little bit annoying with the hot swap. Nothing sat nicely with those, and you'd have like slipping. The flip is hard to do at first. It is. I actually agree with that, Sloth. I do wish the holes in the top are bigger so you can screw it down. More modern keyboards I'm seeing adopt that design with this hidden screw design type feature. I like the Bakaneko as well. I think the Bakaneko is a very good keyboard. Just from, I guess, the build perspective. The Monike. Actually, Bandit reminds me of a keyboard that I still think is a awful design on the inside, which is the Monike. I have my own Monike, like the Monike K, whatever it's called. The K was so difficult to get that O-ring to mount properly. The Monike K, yeah. So difficult to get that thing to mount properly. The K is such a tricky build. It is a tricky build. It sounded good though. I genuinely like the keyboard. Just difficult to get together. Tomo was fine. I don't think I had any issues with the Tomo. Yesterday's keyboard, the Tofu, the new one. Interesting. Wasn't my favorite to build either. I didn't love those bowl gaskets or whatever the hell they're called. This is the Keycult 265. The Tenet. Oh man, I don't remember the build experience on the Tenet. Did I like that? Oh, that had the ribbon cable, right? I genuinely dislike ribbon cables. I think they're awful. Oh, this is a long... Oh, dude, this is one of the long JST connectors. Thank goodness. I don't have to struggle today with this JST. Although I feel like I should put some tape down on this because this is really long. Oof. Alright. I'm gonna have to like... hopefully not accidentally clamp these down together. That build is pretty complicated. I remember it now. It was a slight bit complex for sure. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, should be fine. You just gotta make sure this doesn't crimp down. Plug in the JST, then the daughter board after. What do you mean? Plug in the JST? Well, we have to put it down onto this. So we really don't have an option here. We have to put this down. There's no getting around this piece here. I don't think we got that nicely though. No, it's not sitting nice. So nice. You know what dampens the build experience? Proprietary. You're not wrong. Also, Young, thank you so much for the Prime, dude. I appreciate you. Can you mode 80R1 the assembly and clamshell? So you don't squeeze the wires? You can mode 80 assembly and clamshell? Oh, you mean do this? I guess you could. You know, Before, the wire too short. Now the wire way too long. Also, I'm surprised I didn't put heat shrink on this. Dude, that's why Geo is daddy, dude. I would have never thought to do this without Geo here, bro. That's why Geo is actually daddy, man. That's crazy to me, bro. That daddy Geo guy, man. That's wild. Huh? Daddy for real? The guy's too smart, bro. Although, I gotta fix some of these screws. They've slipped out of place. Let's see if I can just shake them into place a little bit. There's actually another really common problem people have with the Keycult 265s. What's the rattle? The screws. I have to still set them. Some of them are not sitting right. There we go. Some people don't close the 265 properly, so you'll still see like small raises or gaps. I did that on my initial build of the 265, not knowing that you could do that, and boy oh boy, did that make the keyboard sound like crap. You gotta make sure you close this keyboard properly. Alex, when you are free a little bit, please check Discord DMs. I will for sure. Mark, thank you so much for the Prime, bro. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Who's my favorite manufacturer so far? Of what, like switches, keyboards, stuff like that? I saw a post of you using the Namazus. I'm gonna be honest, man, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that a switch? Sometimes I don't know what things are called, or I call them something different. The new Bolsa switch? Oh, that's what those are called? I thought those were called something completely different. I did that on the Alice keyboard, right? Why did I think that was called something completely different? It's been a while, man. I have not heard that name in quite some time. But yeah, I did use them. They felt good. They felt like, I think they were long pull switches, right? They feel like every other long pull switch to me, but that's just my opinion. All right. Give it a little wipe down. I got some fingerprints all over it later, but. Oh, baby. Red Doritos, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, man. Tempted by Corsa or Ergo Clears? Ergo Clears are fun. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Now what to put on this? I kind of want to put something dark on this though. I don't know what I'm going to put. Miami? Or should I do Boneyard? Would Boneyard look cool on this? I think Boneyard's really neutral, and I think Boneyard would work really nice. You guys remember when you guys used to make fun of me because I like Boneyard? Who remembers that? Raise your hands. Put Boneyard. Charcoal. took it off recently. Oh, right here. It's in a small case. I never did. Appreciate you, Seb. Try Dracula? Dracula's on something right now, and I kind of don't feel like removing it. You know what? Okay, I'm hopeful with this. I'm hopeful. I think these switches maybe are a really good choice for this. Boneyard? It's gonna be not too crazy Boneyard on purpose. Anyways, like, I don't know what, actually, I don't know what the client's gonna put on this keyboard. I never asked. Do you have the novelties? Not for Boneyard. It's gonna have pudding keycaps, obviously. Oh goodness me. No BDZ. I'm not too keen on using it for every single build. BDZ is just expensive, and then to touch it up, you also need more BDZ. It's not good with mixing with other things, unfortunately. So. Does removing your caps all the time make them fit loose? I kind of think they do. At least mine, I've noticed that. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what happens. They do make them a bit looser every single time you remove them. Can anyone confirm that? I'm making an assumption. I don't know. I don't know the science behind that. 5, 6, 7. Do you still join group buys? Yes. But I made myself a promise a while ago. I made myself a promise that I would stop with group buys until at least one of the group buys that I've ordered in the last 2 years come in. I think I've been telling you guys that for about 7 months now, and not one of the group buys I ordered have come in. So the answer is yes, but no. Because I am still waiting for keyboards. Which one? The one that was supposed to deliver, is the Geist. Still don't know what's going on with that. Beats me. It's always like cute. It's always like this month, then next month, then next. No idea. I'm getting a little bit like just confused. Yeah, the Bias is coming now. The Bias has been awesome. They've been good with communication with that. The Kaze, and then I also have Cam Little Dragon. But that's creative, so who knows? And then I think there's one other keycap set I'm waiting for, but I just can't remember what it is right now. And then one other small keyboard that I can't remember which one it is. It's something. But those are the 3 that I'm actually waiting for. I have no idea what's going on with many things. Oh, and Micklin too, yes. Micklin was an exception because I needed that set. Rukia? Come on, man. Dude, you guys love rubbing that thing in, eh? You guys love rubbing that in. But yeah, I have no idea what's happening with the with some of these things. So that's it. I'm just waiting for things, and once things come in, I'll pick up a few more. But I'm not putting myself through more than I need to. looks so much better than the Grand Prix build. Why'd you guys hate that one so much, man? I liked it. It turned out nice. Got that bright orange spacebar for everybody. What do you mean? This is a client keyboard, yeah. They didn't send keycaps. I'm putting these on just to, like, demo it and stuff. These are my keycaps. Grand Prix was good until the spacebar. Alright, I'll give you guys that. Wait, this is in the wrong spot. Alright. Alex, still mad you didn't put Greg on the Tofu? Is that why the Tofu ended up being not the greatest keyboard in the world? Just because I didn't put Greg? Lack of Greg, therefore not good? Is that why? Is your trick to straighten a GMK spacebar? Not that I know of. I would not do the boiling trick or the heating up of the spacebar. I don't know a good way to straighten a GMK spacebar. I'm sure there are a lot of people with different suggestions, but I am not too keen on anyone's suggestion that I've heard so far. This is the wrong profile page. Step on it? Yeah, just crush it with your body weight, you know? Just do that. Easy peasy flattens anything. That's what they call a forehead. I wouldn't boil ABS. No, I would not do that. Definitely don't boil it. Oh, I have an artisan here I want to use with this. Heck yeah. But when Alex steps... Huh? Insty? Huh? But when Alex steps on me, doesn't make me straighter. That's crazy, bro. That's the difference between Insty and Tim. Insty's tasteful when he does it. Tim is just aggressive. That's a mood. That's what that is. Always remember, pasta is straight before it gets wet. I'm kind of... Dude, pasta sounds actually... I don't mean to make this about food again, because it always is about food somehow. Low-key, pasta sounds pretty good right now. Pattis, you know what else sounds really good right now? You. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully all is well. You have no troubles in the world. And if you do have a trouble, I hope it gets lost. Or you solve it, because I know you're capable of doing that. Love you, dude. Appreciate you for being here. As always. Page up. That's page down, page up right here. Gotcha. To lessen my midday anxiety, anxiety is a bitch. F anxiety. Alright. Get this shit out of my face. Save up for a compliment to start a parasocial relationship. Damn, dude. Durs? Oh my god, Durs. Durs, I hope it's okay. We had to use 7U for the bottom row because that's all this PCB supported. I hope that's okay, dude. But we still got you a working PCB. If you want, Durs, I can hand wire this particular switch to work. I just need to figure out where I need to hand wire it to. But yeah, big shame. Diode's completely missing on that. Big, big shame. Unfortunate. All right. All right. Again, I'm not too certain how these Perlio switches are supposed to feel or sound. So we're about to find out. I've literally never used these before. This is GMK Boneyard. Here, I'll give you guys a little tour of the keyboard again. Oh, baby. Dude, that looks fucking stunning, bro. Look at that shimmer, dude. Oh, baby. I wish the whole keyboard was like this, even the top. That would be dope AF. That's so nice. This is so nice, man. Durs, did you win this in the GB or is this like aftermarket? Okay, Spacebar doesn't sound too bad. All right, these are with the Perlio switches, which are based off the Cat V2s. I don't know if it's the exact same mold. On the Zeal website, it said there's like some differences. Who knows? Let's see what this sounds like. Actually, this cable goes really... Actually, hold on. How's the back look at this? I didn't even check that. Okay, that's not too bad. Pretty nice. All right. GMK Bordeaux. Oh, that's a nice set to it. Bordeaux? Yeah, that's a nice set. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Again, no clue what these switches are supposed to sound like. I have no reference. I'm going to reference like a Galeron cap switch, which they kind of already sound like. Spacebar's nice. That's the Keycult 265 for you, though. It's a little bit hollow. Yeah, that's pretty much how mine sounded too. I do not hear some hollow. It has a slight bit. My 265 also has a slight bit of hollowness too. But force break it? No. No, we're not going to force break it. Spacebar is a bit weak. I don't know. What is this switch made of? The switch definitely is a bit quieter. It's like I had a feeling it would be because it's I think it's an unwiped stem. But they're very smooth. Like it's a very comfortable typing experience. That's why I opted to use long poles with my 265, simply because it kind of drowned out the slight bit of hollowness. If you force break it, you'll see the gap, yeah, which I'm not going to do. So far, so good. Free week of vacation? Hell yeah. No leaf spring crunchy sounds, no. Compare with my Keycult. Keep 1 second, let me go get it. My Keycult also has a brass bottom. So that's why you're going to hear a difference in sound signature as well. Never mind, mine doesn't have keycaps on it right now. I don't feel like putting keycaps on it. Oh, where did you bring the key? It was underneath one of my shelves, and I was trying to look for it, and then I found it. I'm like, oh, there's no keycaps. So I did not feel like taking it out. Actually, I don't even think I have my 165 here. No, it's just on the bottom of Keycult giveaway. Okay, dude. Wongers, what's going on, bro? I don't think this sounds bad by any stretch of the means. Interesting how the different bottoms, though, affect everything. It actually just sounds a bit quieter because of the switches. I can help you store your Keycult on my desk? Okay, bro. They are very smooth. They are very, very smooth. But this is also the same thing I found with the Hippo switches, where the unwipe stems on some switches make everything a little bit quiet. But the outfits sound really good. You know what actually might be really good for this? A thin layer of tape on the bottom of this to kind of bring out some of the loudness of the switches. Wongers, thank you so much for the Prime, dude. I appreciate that, man. I don't know, though. I don't know if that would be great for it, but it could be an alternative. I personally think this is just fine the way it is, but we could do that. We could mod it a little bit. I have to get permission from DERS. Maybe a tomorrow thing. Any UPE blended stem is always going to sound a bit more muted than palm. Yep. Doesn't unwipe have shrinkage issues? Not always. Assessment is spot on. Yeah, unwipe stems, that's why I've kind of stopped using them in personal builds. They're always a little bit quieter. And I've noticed that my audience, like you guys, and like, I'm noticing a lot more people are kind of leaning off of the quieter switches these days. They can either want silent or they want really loud. So, can you turn directly towards the camera and just stare directly into it? But why? Dude, this is so weird doing this. I never look at the camera directly and talk to you guys, because then I can't see chat. Beautiful? Huh? Excuse me? Good actors never look at the camera? No, you look past the camera. Stare. I want my board to be as loud as a Honda Civic. Huh? Actually, you know what? This is hot swap. What am I thinking? We can actually swap a switch out and see what it'll sound like. Wait a second. I forgot this is hot swap. I literally forgot that this is a hot swap PCB. I don't like this one. Hold on, what's like this? Easy peasy. Yeah, they are very quiet. Put an Obscura in there for the space bar. Yeah, it's slightly different experience. Actually, it sounds way better just swapping the space bar. It's so weird how one switch makes the whole board sounds way different. I kind of like the contrast now between the alphas and the spacebar. I think that sounds really fun. Yeah, we can try a different switch too. Hold on, I have a whole bucket of switches we can give a go here. So the mode so far is my favorite out of the two we just tried. Hold up, baby. Let me try some other things. What's this switch? That's not the switch. Hold on. I got like a baggie full of random switches here. I don't think we're going to try a Nixie. Oh, you know what? For the sake of punk, we'll try a cream soda. Alex ass reveal? Leave my butthole alone. Huh? Let's try a cream soda. Okay, sounds more or less the same. Maybe a slight bit less harsh. Hold on. That's Canada's ass? Oh gosh. Move some shit out of the way. I kind of like the Obscura a little bit more. I feel like it had a bit more of an oomph to it. Try one more thing though. Put the cream on the Alpha. Yeah, I like the Obscura a slight bit more than this. What else do we got in here? Hold on. That's a tactile switch. I could try a cream switch on this. Let's see. Let's give it a go. I think that'll also be slightly different than what we just tried. Oh, I like the cream switch the most so far. Or do we like the Obscura? Let's go back one more. I don't think anything else in there is going to differ all too much. Should we try the Obscura one more time? Creams are annoying to take out though. You know what? I like the Obscura. I like the way it feels more than I personally like the way it feels the most too. I'm gonna stick with this one here. Cream's better. You know what? I'm just gonna do 1, 2. What's this? That's a tactile. I'm just gonna send these to Durs, and then he can pick what he wants out of all of these. Sound good, Durs? You can pick your space bar. Try Palm Pianos. I don't have them in this baggie. I have them somewhere else though. Why is there a keycap in this baggie? Cool though, I like the contrast. That's actually pretty nice now that we swapped out the spacebar. I don't think the Perlios makes a good spacebar. Too quiet, too much plastic noise from the spacebar itself. Very interesting though, very, very interesting combo. But yeah, very cool. Cool commission build for Mr. Durs. Why is there a keycap in this baggie? Story of my life. Yeah, I know. I tend to do that a lot. I just store random things. Cream plus copper bottom spacebars go hard. Yeah, they probably would in this case. I don't think I have any like spare ones to send, but where's the little baggie that I had for this? Oh, there it is. Which Sonic config is my fave? I like aluminum with long pull switches. It's always fun. Aluminum plus long pulls. Hot damn. That's a beautiful looking Keycult bottom though. Cool. All right though guys, I think that's pretty much the end of the stream. I'll let you guys have a little Envoy sound test as well. Interesting how smooth these switches though. They feel so different from these switches. Envoy config, mode obscura switches, which was the spacebar we ended up putting in this guy. I actually, Durs, you know what would be really cool? I don't have any extras to send, unfortunately. I would say try the obscura switches in this guy. I think the obscura switch would be really nice in the Keycult. Someone asked what was better, Tejas Stream Keycult 65 or Envoy. Okay, I've said this once before about the Keycult 265 in particular. I really do feel like the 265, and I've built it multiple times. Like I have like 4 PCBs for my 265. The only PCB I use is the one with the tungstens. I truly think that long pole switches, like cream switches and all these other ones, I think those are the best for Keycults. You can get pretty decent results with other things, but I feel like long pole is definitely like where Keycult stuff shines. Blink if burgundy? Huh? I don't even know what that means, bro. Why choose a solder PCB over hot swap? I just like the choices, plus I think soldering is therapeutic. I do like my me time while soldering. Okay, who am I rating? Who am I rating today? Who's streaming even? Keycircle? Let's raid Keycircle. Why not? Where is my thingy here? Streamlabs. Sounds good, guys. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. When am I streaming next? I'm streaming on Friday, but I don't know what I'm streaming. I totally forgot. Stream schedules. Oh, the SP 111. So I'll be doing that on Friday, and then we're doing the QK80 on Sunday. Sunday's not going to be a daytime stream because I am busy doing something in the morning on Sunday. And then I might actually go live sometime Saturday evening or maybe in the morning to do the wind. I'm not too sure if I have extra time, but I'm going to try. But take care, guys. Enjoy Keycircle stream. Thanks for tuning in today. Durs, I'll message you about everything too. Take care, everyone. Love you. Vucci, thank you so much for your prime. I appreciate you, dude. And take care, everyone. Peace out, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.